Sagittarius Sun, Taurus Rising. My name is Tanya and I'm going to be doing a year ahead reading for you today. This is going to cover December through November. So your next year is for your solar return. Some things to know about yourself potentially. This doesn't necessarily apply to everybody, but could apply to quite a few of you. With a Taurus rising, other people may see you as someone who is a bit of a homebody, but also appreciates the finer things in life. Very much that Venus energy. You may have built up a beautiful home and like to share that, but maybe not too much because you also like to be at home snuggled up. You may also have a very fine palate, if you will. You may have specific foods that you really like, and you may be very picky about what you eat at the same time. Comfort foods might be your thing. And with the Taurus rising, that means that you are also, most of you anyway, not everyone, it all depends, but most of you will have your sun in the 8th house, the house of transformation, death, other people's money, taxes, the occult. So you could have an interest in any of those subject areas, or you may be someone who's constantly on this self-improvement cycle, constantly evolving how you view things, how you feel about things, or even self-improvement, improving skills in, maybe you're interested in tarot or healing arts, or maybe you're interested in taxes or estate planning and things like that, helping others deal with that, other people's money. So interesting possibilities out there. Now let's see what the cards have for you for the year ahead. Got it? Yep. Okay, so we're starting out here with December. We're starting out with the Tower card. January, the 8 of Pentacles. February, the Moon. March, we have 4 of Wands. April, the 2 of Cups. May, the 10 of Cups. June, the 9 of Pentacles. July, the Knight of Wands. August, the King of Pentacles. September, the Queen of Swords. October, the 8 of Swords. And November, the 6 of Cups. I'm also going to pull a card from the bottom of the deck that'll give us some additional information specific to the year ahead, maybe a special message, or just something else that my guides want to throw out there. They can be like that. Let's see what we have here. The Queen of Pentacles. Okay, so I'm going to take a look at the overall spread and see what comes through on that, and then we'll get into each of the cards. So in general, it looks like there may be something going on here in December that really kicks off this next year for you and what you can expect from it. And you do have a pretty good wave of things happening, it looks like, until maybe we get to fall of next year, where you may have some worry kick in about something, or maybe you're struggling with success at that time. But let's see how the cards unfold. Is there anything else in particular that you want me to push out? I'm seeing a lot of just the colors, like the rainbows. So what does that mean for me? It's a pursuit of happiness type of thing. And in all areas, not just a single area. So it doesn't feel like you have a single focus for this year. It's just you keep moving forward and keep pushing through. Okay. So let's look at the cards. We're starting off here with the Queen of Pentacles. This is one of my favorite cards in this deck. The Queen of Pentacles. So think of a queen. In this case, she can be very nurturing. She knows how to acquire what she wants. Well, let's see. Let's focus on the Queen first. She knows what she's doing in this area. She's very confident in herself. She has no hesitation on what direction she wants to go. And she is also open to all the possibilities that can occur. So she has her eyes wide open in that way. Always ready to take advantage of the next opportunity that might come up. Pentacles are about pretty much money or work, material things. It could be about your home too. It's an earth element. So this is very much your element, your energy over this next year. It's having that confidence about where you are and how you're going about getting things over this next year. It feels like you're coming from a good place or from good energy. Very much about your own energy and standing in your own power over this next year. Taurus. Taurus rising right here. So here in December, we're starting out with the Tower. The Tower indicates a sudden change that shakes the foundations of at least one area of your life, where you cannot just go back to it being the same thing. It's an irreversible change. So this could be losing a job, so you can't go back to that job. It could be losing a home, and you cannot go back to that same home. It could be, I don't know, getting kicked out of school, so you can't go to that same place. It could be a health issue that derails you and redirects your life in some way. But it's that type of major cataclysmic event, life-changing event, at least in one particular area of your life. It shakes everything off of the foundation. So you have to start over in that area. This can be unnerving, it can be scary. But the ultimate goal of this event is to get you out of something that was not serving you, get you out of a habit, and redirect you to something that is better for you long term. Even though it may not seem like it in the moment, because it is very abrupt and sudden and shocking and upsetting as it's happening. On the other hand, it could be a positive change, but it's something that you're going to have to take advantage of, or it's in some way, in order for that change to happen, or as a result of that change, you have to change. You have to make an adjustment. You cannot continue on in the same way. Even if it's a positive change, you're going to have to do something. Change your way of life in some way in order to pursue that or hold on to that change. So this is a month where you're just dealing with that and processing that and feeling your way through it. And it may be job related, because now we're going here into January with the Eight of Pentacles. So it's not for everybody, it's not. If it was job related, this is where you're, as a result of maybe losing this job, being laid off, whatever it was, it could be negative, it could also be positive, because this Eight of Pentacles card is indicating someone who is becoming the master of a skill or attaining mastery, fine-tuning a skill, leveling up. So it's something, even though this month it feels like the end of the world, in December, it feels, what am I going to do? How am I going to recover? By January, you're landing on your feet. You found a new opportunity or something new, or you're able to leverage what you've learned or your skills from the past, or fine-tune those skills in order to give yourself a leg up. So this could be a promotion. It could be a new job at a better company with better benefits. It could be that kind of thing. But it's something that makes you feel good about what you're doing, and something that makes you want to learn more, it makes you want to improve those skills. It makes you excited to go back to work again, excited to approach it. So whatever this is, I mean, if it has to do with a home, then it's finding a new place, using maybe some skills you learned for searching, or using your connections in some way in order to attain that place or find that place. That you have to be willing to do the work in order to get there. That's what we have in January. In February, we have the Moon card. This is a major arcana card. The Tower is also a major arcana card. The Moon is about things that we don't see under the full light of day. It's not seen when things are good, when the light is shining. It's only seen when the lights are out. And then we have that, bioluminescence effect, where things glow or only shine under the light of the moon. So this is going in and doing a bit of shadow work. You could uncover secrets, or secrets could be revealed during this time. Maybe something you were never willing to look at before. Now you have the time, or now you're willing to take that deep dive. You're willing to dig in and figure out what's going on. Now this does not have to be a negative thing, but it's something that's very revealing to you and can shift your foundation again in some way, or help you understand what's been going on. So this could be a truth about yourself, or a truth about anyone else, someone else around you, is what it feels like. But it causes you to take a different look at it and really be willing to speak to the truth of it and understand it and bring it out into the light of day so that it can be fully explored and understood. That's what we have going on in February. In March, we have the Four of Wands. This is a card of celebration. Wands are about fire. They're very active. It's movement. They're creative, bold, vivacious. And they don't waste time when they're making a decision, or when they decide to do something, they go for it. It's that bold energy. It can be very Sagittarian energy with that fire element in there. The Four of Wands is about celebrating success, maybe celebrating the new job, the new home, whatever it is that is new for you or for someone in your circle. But it's all about celebration. And I'm sorry, that's my dog in the background you'll hear. She likes to come up and be active during my readings. God, I love that. She's been napping all day. The Four of Wands, again, the celebrating. So it could be something that you personally are celebrating with friends and family, or you're celebrating with someone or for someone else. It could be a wedding. It could be an engagement. It could be a new home. It could be a new job. It could be a graduation. Any number of things, but it is an event, a specific event for a specific purpose, and it's joyously celebrated. So it's a month of celebration and joy and parties. Maybe there's multiple parties. Maybe you happen to know several people with birthdays in March, and maybe they decide to have like a group celebration. That could be it also. In April, we have the Two of Cups. Cups are about our emotions and feelings. Twos can be about unions, contracts, connections. The Two of Cups, you could be meeting someone that you have a romantic involvement with or are very attracted to in some way. It could feel almost karmic in some senses, or destined in some ways. But it's where you're starting, or you're open to intertwining your life with someone else's. For others, this can also be a business contract. If you're going into business, this is about negotiating and having two people involved where you complement each other very well. the mix of skills or the things that you both bring to the table make something bigger than both of you separately. Just feeling if there's anything else we want for this month. For some of you, this might even be renewing vows or something like that, reconnecting with someone from the past that maybe you haven't been able to get out of your mind. For a very few of you is what it feels like, but that's also a possibility. And then in May, we have the Happy Family card. 10 of Cups. 10s are about reaching the end of one journey and about to go into the next. Because a 10 reduces down to 1. 1s or aces are about beginnings. So we're at the very end here of a cycle. And it's all about family and your loved ones. Loved ones is more appropriate here, it feels like. So that could be friends. It could be family. But it's people you love, having those close-knit relationships and just enjoying time with your family, found or born to. Enjoying everybody's company. So it's like it's a hangout with the friends and family kind of month in May here. Just enjoying each other's company is what I keeps coming through for this. Trying to push in to see if there's anything more. No, kind of a chilled, laid-back month, but not at home alone, where you're hanging out with friends or they're hanging out with you in whatever feels right for you at that time. Okay, that was May. Coming down here, we have June. This is a card that says, take time to appreciate the life you have built for yourself. Take pleasure in the things, the life that you have created. Spend time in your garden that you've built, that you've grown, in your home, in your room, whatever that is for you, your space that you've created, your haven. Spend time in your haven, enjoying it and appreciating and acknowledging the successes you've had. It's very important this month to feel that appreciation for the life that you have created for yourself. To lean into that kind of energy, because that can help manifest more in the long run, is to have that appreciation for what you have and what you've done for yourself so far here in June. Filling your coffers. So some of you have filled your coffers and you need to sit with that and appreciate it and maybe splurge a little bit too on something very special for your space. Here we go. Okay. Then moving into July, we have the Knight of Wands, back into the fire element, the very active, movement orientated. The Knights, for me, are someone who has, a way I've heard to describe them, and I do describe them as, is someone who has just graduated college. So they have the information, they have the knowledge, they have the theories, but they don't have the experience yet. So they are all about getting new experiences, trying things, trying everything at least once, and then figuring out what works for them. So this might be something, and I'm trying to, sometimes they're messengers too, but this feels more like you getting into something new, trying out some new things. Maybe you had been doing research, or it's an extension of something you've already been doing, but taking it to another level, or trying it in a different way. But it's a month of exploration and something that you're excited about. So not something that's dry and boring to you. Explore and dive deep into something or some areas that get you excited. Maybe it's new hobby or hobbies. Maybe you want to try a couple different ones. Maybe it's getting involved with a metaphysical store around you. But it's something that just fires you up. And it's time to explore that, to reach out, to learn more, to experience more about it. And then moving into August here, we have the King of Pentacles. So you started here with the Queen of Pentacles, right? Oops. As your overall vibe. And now, here in August, we have the King of Pentacles. It's a power couple. Trying to feel here if this is you or someone else. Because again, this could be someone that you're interacting with, or it could be you. This feels like someone you may be interacting with. Someone maybe you seek for advice on this subject that you've decided to pursue, whichever one you landed on by the end of July. Now you may want some more information out about it, and you're seeking out someone for advice on it. Someone who has experience in that area, someone who has mastered the subject, someone you look up to who is known as an authority in the area that you're seeking. So this is someone you reach out to. And pentacles, again, are an earth element. So this could be something that has to do with your home, your work, or your finances. It might be for some of you, you're considering offering a new service. So you're learning more about that because you're excited about it. But you also have this very practical part of yourself, right? You want to go into and make sure that what you're offering has value, and you want to figure out how much value does it have. And this is someone that you can reach out to for that information. It could also, for some of you, be like a community class about this thing. Okay, and what else came through is some of you may be the leader here. Some of you may be doing the community, or teaching. There we go. Teaching the community class. Interesting. So maybe this is a month here where you're exploring that option of teaching, and this is where you're going to launch it, or at least pilot it with a few people. Teaching them something you've learned throughout life that provides value to others. That's fascinating. I like that. Okay. So it can be either or. Again, this is a collective reading. So don't force the things that don't resonate, but roll with the things that do. Coming into September, we have the Queen of Swords. I'm going to pause for a drink. I'll be right back. Swords are an air element. Oh, that did not help much, did it? Excuse me. Swords are an air element. And it's about communication, knowledge, education, learning. And in this card, she looks very like she's musing, thinking about something, right? Considering something, considering some option before her. Now this is a decision. Down here we have the cup kind of behind bars and locked away. So there may be some decision you need to make in September that you need to make from a purely fact-based information. You cannot let your emotions drive your decision in this situation here, whatever's coming up here in September. This needs to be based on cold, hard facts and logic. Do your pro-con list, whatever it is. Make sure you have all the information. So gather all of the facts and carefully consider the options when making this decision you have coming up here in September of next year. Again, do not let your feelings drive your decision in this case. You're going to need the facts. You're going to need to talk to everyone involved, so communication needs to be very clear. And you may even, if you're making this decision for someone else or on behalf of someone else, you're going to need to let them know that you are basing this solely on fact, regardless of how you feel about it. This needs to be a very impartial decision. And they may or may not like what decision you come to. But they need to understand that as part of this process you're going through here in September. And then in October, we have the Eight of Swords. So again, with the swords, right? Our thoughts, communication, ideas, knowledge. Here we have the Eight of Swords, and we can see So she is looking into the mirror, and what she's seen or thinks she's seen is this attack and being imprisoned and trapped by these birds, by these ideas, by these beliefs. But on the outside of the mirror, we can see she is fine, that it is just her. It's not real. It's just fears. There's the word that wants to come through. It's just her fear. It's just her doubts getting in the way. So in October, you may be second guessing whatever this decision was here in September, and you need to not do that. You need to, if you find yourself slipping into that, second guessing yourself, doubting yourself, worrying that you've caused some big major thing in the wrong way. There's no wrong decision. It's the decision that needs to be made, period. Good or bad, it was the one that needed to happen for that situation. Don't let yourself stay in this type of situation. It's very fine. It's fine to get into that, to start the doubt and the worry, but then you need to find a way to say, no, I made my decision based on what I knew at the time. That was the right decision to make. I did what I needed to do. I did the best I could with the information I had, and I did not let my emotions help make the decision. Trust and believe in yourself here, and push through that doubt. Push through that. Stop second guessing yourself. Get out of your analysis paralysis kind of thing. It is only you that are putting yourself in this. So take a deep breath and release that anxiety. Let that go. And just move forward. It is okay. And then in November, we have the Six of Cups. Back to our emotions and our intuition. The Six of Cups is about reminiscing, about memories. So here next November, you may be fine. This may be a time where you're coming back together with friends and family that you haven't seen in a while. And you're sharing memories of the past, the good times, the people you miss, talking about them, sharing your memories with others. Nostalgia. That's the energy we have here for next November. And again, I think it's going to be, and here in the States, it makes sense, right? It's November. We have Thanksgiving that month where a lot of people get back together with friends and family, probably that you haven't seen in a year or longer. But it is memorable. So for some of you, you're also making new memories here. So new events, maybe even meeting new people. I mean, if this was about marriage or meeting someone else here earlier in the year, you could be making new memories with that person or reminiscing on what happened here back in March too. But it's a good time. It's not a negative thing. It's just that nostalgia and remembering the good times, remembering the good things. It's a very relaxing and enjoyable time. Yep, that's what I have for you in November. Okay, please hit that like button and please hit subscribe and help me grow my channel. That's all that I have for you, Sagittarius Sun, Taurus Rising. Thank you for watching, and I'll talk to you later.